Hey guys, I'm back again, and today I'm gonna show you how to replace a broken lug nut stud and also how to change your brake pads. As you can see here, I tried to take off the lug nuts earlier to take off my tire, and as you can see it snapped off and I couldn't get the lug nuts out or the stud. So I went to O'Reilly and I bought a stud and also the lug nuts. So now what we're gonna do is, as you can see, I already took the tire off, so we're gonna go ahead and take the caliper off and also the bracket off and take the rotor out so that we can get a good access to take the broken stud out. So to take off the caliper, we need to take out this bolt and this bolt down here using 14mm socket wrench, and then after that we're gonna have to take the bracket using number 17 or 70mm socket wrench. We have one up here and also one down here. So as soon as we take those, we take the caliper and the bracket off, we take the brake pads off and also the rotor off, so that we can expose the broken stud. What I suggest when you work with your car is to work with your car, not against it. So it helps to turn the tire this way so that the bolts are exposed and it's easier for us to use instead of struggling while your tire is straight. After we take off these two bolts, what we have to do next is take the caliper off and slide it out. After taking the caliper off, the next step is going to be pushing this piston in using a C-clamp so that when you put in the new brake, it has enough space to slide in. Now be careful not to drop the caliper because you have a tube here, you don't want to break that. Now you have to look out for the oil because when you push the caliper in, it's going to push the oil back, so I'm just going to keep this open. As you can see, this one is in. Now we're going to have to do the same thing to the other side. After taking the pads out, the next step is to take out the this bracket right here. To do that, as I showed you earlier, you just have to take off this two bolts, which using the 70mm socket wrench. So now we take off this bracket right here and also take the rotor off. So now I'm gonna use a hammer to push this out. Hopefully it comes out easy. So as you can see, I took out the broken stud. You're gonna have to put it back, the new stud. As you can see, I turned this to the more open area so that it's easier for me to put the stud in. Now to do this, I just lift the other side of the car so that it's easier for me to turn the tires. So now, as you can see, I can put the stud right through. Now to push it further in, I'm gonna use a spacer or some washer down here, and then put the bolt in, and then the lug nut, and then tighten it. After we put in the rotor, we put in the bracket in. We're just gonna slide it in. The other thing we should do, and I suggest to do it, is to clean the pins for the caliper. This two right here, I'm gonna put in a grease so that they can be lubricated. This on here. And now we put in the new brake patch. It should be really easy. You just have to slide it in. After we put in the brake pads, the second step is to put back the caliper on. And then we do everything that we did except changing the studs on this tire, and then that's it. That's how you change a broken stud for lug nuts, and how to change your brake pads. Thank you.